How is it going, guys? Slippery Jim here. Welcome to some Advanced Warfare, some Call of Duty multiplayer action. I'm going to give you guys a bit of gameplay here from the map Instinct. This is a free-for-all match. I am very new to this game, still feeling my way, working out, things that I'm comfortable with in terms of equipment and weapons and things like that. But I will give you guys my first impressions of the multiplayer on this, and I'd be very interested to hear you guys' thoughts on this, especially if you're a long-time Call of Duty player, how you feel about the multiplayer in this game, Advanced Warfare, whether you're liking it, whether you feel maybe that you don't like it, things that you think could be improved. I'd be very interested, so please leave comments to that effect. Now check out the spawns here, guys. Not only do I spawn right next to this guy on the right, but also not far from this guy up the top of the hill there. And then on my next spawn, I spawn directly behind the guy, right next to this other guy who spawns from my left. Within sight of 3 players. And in some of the other maps as well, not just this one, although this one does have really, really bad spawns, especially down here near this large, what is that, a drill or something? I don't know what that machine is. But whatever it is, there's a ton of spawns around it. Just really, really poor. They need to fix these. In some of the other maps as well, the same thing. You'll spawn behind players, or you'll spawn in like at the start of the game, within sight of someone, like literally almost with your crosshairs on another player, which is just, every single Call of Duty almost that comes out, they have these spawn issues when it's first released, and hopefully they get on top of these and fix this in this game. But it's a pretty fun multiplayer in this. It's very, very different to any other Call of Duty that we're used to. It's quite fast paced, as you can see. Some people say it's super fast paced. It's probably not quite as fast as the cranked mode that we had in the last Call of Duty, but it is definitely very fast paced. Obviously, the big difference is the exosuit abilities and stuff like that, and these add a whole new dimension to the multiplayer in this. I'm just camping out here, trying to wait for some players to spawn in. This is a pretty good spot right here. I don't know where those guys were going. They were right next to each other and they split off in different directions. But anyway, to start with, when I first played a few games, I was just not really enjoying it at all. It didn't feel like Call of Duty. Check out how long this little battle goes for here, guys. But anyway, it didn't really feel like a Call of Duty to me. This pistol is actually really good, by the way. This is called the RW1. It's a one-shot pistol, but it is a one-hit kill, provided that you're in close quarters. So it is pretty beast mode, at least compared to the starting pistol, which kind of sucks. As you can see, I do have the cloak ability on my exosuit. It is pretty cool. You can still see players that are using it, especially if they're moving, but at the same time, if you're keeping still, it can be very hard to notice people using the cloak ability. But getting back to what I was saying, it didn't really feel like Call of Duty to me. We're so used to players that have been playing multiplayer on Call of Duty. I've been playing since World at War, Modern Warfare 2. I used to using cover, running between cover, maybe climbing up ladders a little bit and stuff like that with verticality, but you could head glitch behind boxes or pieces of debris, and that was a tried and true method of dominating. But in this, if you try and head glitch people, you can still do it a little bit, but they will just use their exosuit to jump over you, boost over you, and come down behind you or shoot you from above, which adds a whole new threat dimension and a new way of playing. But the other big advantage of the exosuits is you can use them evasively. In fact, if you're getting shot at from behind, because there's a very long time to kill in this game, generally speaking, it's very much like Black Ops in that regard in terms of the time to kill, which I like because you can have some actual gun battles and still, instead of being insta-killed by any gun from any distance like we had in Ghosts almost. But if you start getting shot from behind, or someone gets the jump on you, your first reaction should always be to boost out of the way, or double jump out of the way with your exosuit, and you can nearly always do that. And then, maybe do a couple of jumps until they wasted their ammo and have to reload, and then just, come down behind them or shoot them from above. and take them out. That's a really good way of coming out on top of gunfights in this, even if people do get a jump on you and see you first. So that evasive aspect of the exosuits is really, really good, plus the abilities. The abilities obviously have a bit of a cooldown on them, a limited use to how much you can use them, but so far I've found the shield is pretty good because you can use the shield, pop that up, people fire at you, and then when they have to reload you just take it down and take them out. I think some guy's firing a laser at me here, and the energy weapons are pretty cool. There's a couple of shotguns that are energy weapons, so I might try those out a little bit. I've tried one of them, but I think the first shotgun you unlock is actually probably a little bit better than the second one, so I'm going to try that out a little bit. You know how I like my shotguns. But so far the SMGs seem to be king in this. SMGs, what else? I've seen a few people dominating with shotguns as well. The first shotgun, I think it's the TAC 12 or something like that, I think it's called. Just managed to knife that guy. It's very satisfying, that melee. It just feels awesome to smack people out of the way with your exosuit. The grenades take a little bit of getting used to. They're not as quick to deploy. I find the Semtex is really effective with these wrist launchers. And but in this particular game, I'm using like a detector type grenade. It's not a lethal grenade at all, so I was just trying it out a little bit. It didn't really seem to be very effective, but maybe I just wasn't using it right or something like that. But this SMG is awesome, guys. Once I got this, it was like immediately apparent how good this gun was, the ASM-1. Now I'm starting to run out of ammo here, which is a good sign, I guess. So I'm going to pick up this other guy's gun in a second. We'll take a look at that. Shoot that guy in the back with the RW1. So I'm going to go back over here and pick up this gun from this guy. It seems to be fairly modded. I'll grab this in a second here. This is the BAL-27 custom, as you can see. Just check out the rate of fire on this thing. How awesome is that? Now I get kill streak here, so this is an assault drone. This is controlled by AI. I think I've got a couple of upgrades on this thing. There's a cloak on it, and it's AI controlled. I think it fires rockets. I haven't really worked out all of the different things and the equipment in this game. I get the orbital drop care package as well, but unfortunately, what I got out of it was this thing, which was like a recon drone, which was no good at all to me. So I was like, chucked a couple of little grenades out that detect threats, and then I got out of that thing. Because getting towards the end of the game here, I wanted to try and win this one. But yeah, a really good strategy that I've noticed players using that is very effective is if you're evading or if you're trying to approach someone to get in within to close the distance on them, not just do the double jump, but to do a couple of them, because they'll be waiting for you to land from the first one. If you do a second one, then they're often not ready for that, and that's quite effective. But spray and pray on this guy. I should have taken that guy out because I actually saw him there at the corner of my eye, just camping there. There are a few campers in this. There's also a few people trying to use snipers, but it's actually pretty balanced so far. Obviously, in the honeymoon phase of this game, we'll have to wait and see what people start using. Whenever I go back now to play Black Ops 2 multiplayer, every single player is using snipers and standing in the middle of the map trying to snipe each other, which just really sucks. It's, it's not enjoyable for me when everyone's doing that, but obviously that people like their snipers. The kids like their snipers in Call of Duty these days, and but I am told that the snipers in this are pretty hard to use, so we'll see how we go with that. But all power to them if that's what they enjoy. Anyway, that was a free-for-all game here on the map Instinct in Advanced Warfare. Don't forget to give me your thoughts, guys, on whether you're enjoying this new multiplayer in Call of Duty or not, and your reasons why or why not. Be very interested to hear your thoughts, especially if you're a long-time Call of Duty player. like myself. I'm starting to enjoy this, actually. Starting to want to play it a bit more, so we'll see how we go on this. Whether I do a series or not, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure if there's a special camo you can unlock. There probably is. Anyway, that's it from me for now. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.